Okay, chapter 1, Mishnah 5. Al tarbesicha im isha. Do not speak excessively with a woman. Be'ishto amru. This is even with one's own wife. So it's not a question because it may lead to something which is inappropriate. It's your wife. But even your own wife, you should not speak excessively, meaning speak what you have to say, but just to speak where the interaction has no value, don't do it. The person has you speak to your wife, of course, things you have to speak to her. But even in addition, there's a relationship, you speak to her. But if you speak to her excessively, whatever is considered excessive, you should not. Even your own wife. So definitely, if it's not your wife. I'll give you an example. A person speaks to a friend of his, or two men speak. The level of experience or feeling when you speak to a man, you're speaking man to man. When a person speaks to a woman, it's a different type of conversation, even though it's the same subject matter, but because you're speaking to the opposite sex, you touch differently because it's the opposite sex. You go out for dinner with a friend, and you go out to dinner with a woman. It's a different social interaction with the woman than with a man. Why? You have no negative, you have no thoughts, anything inappropriate. Not with the woman, not with the man. But when you have that social interaction with a woman, just dinner, you're touched by that social interaction. Why? Because the way God created a person, a man is attracted to a woman and a woman's attracted to a man. That's the way it is. So what you have to say, even your wife, of course, you have to speak to your wife, things which are necessity, but even not, just to give her the time, there's a relationship, you have to maintain that relationship. Whatever you do it excessively, it's not good. Give you an example, even a person's own wife. If a person is obsessed with his wife's beauty, is it healthy? It's unhealthy. Because your wife is a human being and has value. She's just not an object. So if you're obsessed and you indulge in that, you're actually overstepping your bounds. You're being affected negatively. But it's your wife. It doesn't make a difference. You don't obsess about it. Because of the nature of a woman and a man, you shouldn't speak excessively, because if you do, you're touched in a way which is unhealthy. Even though it's your wife. So if it's your wife, it's not your wife, somebody else's wife, no question you're going to be being touched that way could lead to things which are very serious. Person is offered a position and he has to take out clients, and he goes to exclusive restaurants, all kosher, and sometimes the client is a woman, and you have to speak about things besides business, other things. You're accommodating the client, you want to impress the client, you want to feel the client's being treated well. That interaction isn't healthy. Within the context of Judaism, it's not healthy. What about if you continuously, this client you have to take out multiple times, and all of a sudden you realize you're being attracted to her, her personality, her looks, many things, and she's impressed with you. Is that, at that point, is it healthy or unhealthy? It's unhealthy. Especially if she's a married woman, it's definitely unhealthy. It could lead to things which are terrible. When the soldiers,
We were also,
soldiers were in Vietnam.
you want to record this, Rabbi?
No,
Okay.
Okay.
Good Shabbos, everyone.